dear students, how are you? I hope all are good. Today let we start chapter number SST chapter number 11 और in the solar system. Okay, जो पृथ्वी है सौरमंडल में कैसी दिखती है, कैसी है, आइए देखते हैं. Since time immemorial, people have been looking at the sky and thinking about now it came into being. So astronomers have been observing the movement and characteristics of celestial bodies from the earliest times. At that time, one could see the stars only with the naked eye. With the passage of time, astronomy and technology have made immense progress. So the invention of the telescope made it possible for the mysteries of the sky to be explored further. So today, the astronomers do not ever need to use a telescope to look at the sky. So now they use advanced computers that can collect enormous amounts of data about our universe. The universe मतलब ब्रह्मांड. The universe consists of everything that exists in space. So the sun, the moon, the earth, stars, gas and dust and all forms of life. So it is believed that the universe was born about 14 billion years ago after a gigantic explosion, commonly known as the Big Bang. From a few millimeters of hot dense bubble, the universe expanded to the vast, much cooler cosmos of today. It is difficult to imagine that the temperature of the universe at that time was about 10 billion degrees centigrade. It took millions of years for the universe to cool down to its present form. So the universe has billions of galaxies in its space. Galaxies are huge groups of stars, planets, gas, dust, etc., which are held together in space by gravity. Our Earth belongs to the galaxy Milky Way, which is larger and brighter than many other galaxies. Starry sky. Heavenly bodies are known as celestial bodies. So the stars, planets, moons, asteroids, meteors and comets are called heavenly bodies. So stars take millions of years to form. They begin their lives in nebulae, which are clouds of gas and dust. Soon the nebula becomes a hot cleansed ball and the center heats up. So this hot core becomes a star, giving out great amounts of heat and energy. So planets and their moons do not have heat and light of their own. वो खुद से नहीं बनाते हैं, ठीक है? They also go around a star. Our sun is a medium-sized star. Stars are found in groups. Stars group पे पाए जाते हैं, है ना? तो सन अर्थ के बहुत पास है, तो इसलिए थोड़ा बड़ा दिखता है. Constellation means a group of stars. Early man imagined that some groups of stars resemble mythological characters like Hercules and Orion. There are 88 known constellations. Of these, 48 were known to ancient Greek and Indians. सप्तऋषि is one of such group. सप्तऋषि आकाश में दिखाई देते हैं, वो 7 तारे होते हैं जो अलग ही ब्लिंक करते हैं. Which has 7 stars. It is also called the Big Bear or Ursa Major यानी कि little. It forms the shape of a bear with a bit of imagination. Okay, so if you join the two bottommost stars by a line called a pointer, about 6 times the distance between these two stars, it points to the pole star, which belongs to the constellation Ursa Minor. Solar system. The word solar is derived from the Latin word sol, meaning the sun. 8 planets that revolve around the sun are the members of the solar system. So these planets revolve around the sun and receive light and heat from it. In fact, the sun is the only source of light and heat in the solar system. The other members of the solar system are the moons, asteroids, comets and meteorites. We will learn about them briefly. The International Astronomical Union has drawn up new rules for the classification of celestial bodies. So these celestial bodies will be grouped under the 3 groups: planet, Plutoids and small solar system body. So the new rule states that a planet must be a celestial body that it is not orbit around the sun. So has sufficient mass for its self-gravity to overcome rigid body forces so that it assumes a nearly round shape and has cleared the neighborhood around its orbit. Okay, so in the first group there are Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus and Neptune. In the second group there are large celestial bodies but smaller than planets. Earlier they were known as dwarf planets or planetoids. Since Pluto is a typical example of these celestial bodies, they have been renamed as Plutoids or Pluto-like bodies. Besides Pluto, the other two Plutoids are Eris and Makemake. The oblong orbit of Pluto overlaps with Neptune. So the third group consists of smaller solar system bodies that include numerous asteroids, comets and other natural satellites. The Sun. The ancient people used to worship sun as god. तो प्राचीन काल में जो है लोग सूरज की भगवान मान के पूजा करते थे. ठीक है. It is the source of energy. Everyone know heat and light also. The sun is the biggest member of the solar family. So all the planets and satellites revolve around the sun. It is about 109 times bigger than the Earth. Force of gravity is another basic force in the universe. It has an inherent feature of celestial dynamics and is quite independent of other factors. So gravity controls the movement of all planets. The sun is 150 million kilometers away from the Earth. It takes about million years for the heat from the center of the sun to reach sun's surface. However, once it leaves the surface, it reaches the Earth in only about 8 minutes. It is the sun which sustains all forms of life on planet Earth. It radiates energy in all directions. The sun is also the source of all energy in the solar system. It is the natural source of all energy, heat and light on the Earth. Planets are heavenly bodies that are in constant motion around a star. The word planets derived from a Greek word which means wanderer. Okay, so they do not actually wander in space but follow a regular path while going around the sun. The ancient Greeks and Romans gave the planets their current names, believing that they represented their goods. These planets in order of their distance from the sun are Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus and Neptune. Each planet follows a fixed regular path called orbit around the sun. All the planets revolve around the sun at fixed speeds. All the planets are spherical in shape, so they revolve around the sun in the same direction, anti-clockwise or west to east. One complete orbit around the sun is known as revolution. Mercury, being closer to the sun, takes 88 Earth days to complete one revolution. So Neptune, the farthest planet, takes about 165 Earth years to revolve around the sun. Incidentally, one Earth year is equal to the time the Earth takes to complete one revolution. Okay, so I equal to 365 1 upon 4 days. All planets also rotate on their imaginary axis. They rotate in anti-clockwise direction, i.e. west to east, except Venus and Uranus. They rotate in clockwise direction, i.e. from east to west. So the planets rotate at different speeds. The Earth takes 24 hours to complete one rotation, which is equal to 1 Earth day. Since planets are at varying distances from the sun, the amount of radiant energy, heat and other radiations, each planet receives varies. Mercury, so the planet nearest to the sun, is the hottest one in the solar system, and Pluto, the farthest dwarf planet, is the coldest. The planets relatively close to the sun, Mercury, Venus, Earth and Mars, are made of rocks. So they are called terrestrial planets because they are similar to Earth. The three outer planets which are further from the sun are made up of gases and liquids. One can also recognize planets by their size in ascending order of their size. So the planets are Mercury, Mars, Venus, Earth, Neptune, Uranus, Saturn and Jupiter. Planetary rings. Saturn has an amazing system of rings. Some of the rings can be seen through our telescope from the Earth. The outer parts of the ring system orbit at slower speed than the inner parts based on the observation. Scientists have concluded that the rings consist mainly of ice and dust. So the other gas giants also have very faint rings. Earth a unique planet क्योंकि अर्थ पे तो लाइफ है, ह्यूमन बीइंग यहीं तो रहते हैं. The Earth stands at the third position in terms of distance from the sun. Its position is best suited for life since it is neither too hot or nor too cold. So it is described as a unique planet because it is the only planet of the solar system known to support life. So there is abundance of water in all three states, liquid, solid and gas. Three forms में मिलता है ना water. Its 3/4 surface is covered by water. It looks blue when seen from space. That is why it is called the blue planet. Our Earth is surrounded by an atmosphere. Besides being rich in oxygen, which living things need to breathe in order to stay alive. Its other layer prevents almost all harmful ultraviolet radiations from the sun from reaching the Earth's surface. So overexposure to ultraviolet radiation causes skin damage. In extreme cases, fair-skinned people run the risk of getting skin cancer. Besides, our planet has soil, so which allows plants to grow. The Earth is spherical in shape, slightly flattened at the poles. So we say that the Earth is elliptical in shape. So its circumference is about 40,000 kilometers. Its diameter is 12,756 kilometers across the equator in the center and 12,713.8 kilometers across the poles. So its surface area is 510 million square kilometers. Though it looks impressive, it is hardly vast in comparison to planets such as Jupiter and Saturn. Satellites. The word satellites mean an attendant to anything. So a satellite is a celestial body that revolves around the planets. So the satellites are also called moon. They are generally smaller bodies than the planets. However, one of Jupiter's satellites called Ganymede is the largest satellite in the solar system. It is even larger than Mercury. So like planet, the satellites also shine by reflecting the light of the sun. Satellites may also be man-made or artificial satellites such as India's INSAT satellites. The moon. Moon is the only natural satellite of the Earth. It is about 384,000 kilometers away from the Earth. So its diameter is 1/4 that of the Earth. Sunlight reflected by the moon reaches the Earth in a mere 1¼ seconds. The moon also rotates on its axis. It completes one spin in about 27 days. It takes exactly the same time to complete one revolution around the Earth. The rotation and revolution being of same duration, only one side of the moon is visible to us on the Earth. We can see the moon in different shapes on different days of the month. They are called the phases of the moon. The moon is the 6th largest satellite in space. The largest satellites in the solar system are Jupiter's moon, Ganymede and Callisto, Saturn's Titan and Neptune's Triton. The moon has neither atmosphere nor water. Its surface is covered by hills, valleys and craters. It is the only satellite where humans have visited. Asteroids. Asteroids are known as minor planets. They are actually the debris of the solar system. They are found between the orbits of Mars and Jupiter. These minor planets also revolve around the sun. There are probably over 1 million asteroids. Large asteroids are ball-shaped and smaller ones are elongated. Says the dwarf planet is the largest asteroid in the asteroid belt. Meteors and meteorites. Meteors are also called shooting stars. These are best described as missiles from space. On a clear night, you might notice a bright flash of light across the sky. This is a shooting star. So it is not a star, it is a rock, even a small particle of dust that falls from space and burns up in the upper layer of the atmosphere due to friction with the air. A larger piece may survive the scorching heat of traveling through the Earth's atmosphere. It may then actually hit the ground when it is called a meteorite. Large meteorites can cause high craters when they land on the Earth and other planets. Now this one is comets. What is it? Comets are popularly known as long hair stars, but these are neither stars nor hairy. They are small, icy bodies that revolve around the sun. They glow with the light of the sun as they come close to it. So Halley's Comet appears regularly every 76 years. It was last seen in 1986. More than 700 comets have so far been observed. So the topics are covered in this chapter today. I hope you all are very well understand this. We will meet you the next class. Thank you.